Welcome back to the 8 Minute Podcast, where 8 minutes is all it takes to transform your day. So, if you're ready, let's dive in and make every minute count. This week's episode is inspired by a recent conversation I had with a friend, and if he's listening, I'm pretty sure he'll recognize himself. We were talking about something that didn't seem very deep at first. It was one of those casual topics, nothing dramatic, just life stuff. But as we kept digging, we realized it was never about that thing. It was about something much deeper. And isn't that so often the case? It might look like we are upset about someone being late or stressed because a project is taking longer than expected, or even frustrated because someone didn't text us back. But when we really pay attention, when we listen to the symptom, we often discover that the root is something else entirely. It's something tender, unmet, unspoken. We, we say we want this or that, but beneath that want is usually a feeling we are chasing. Maybe it's security, maybe it's connection, maybe it's feeling seen or respected, or even just safe. I once heard Simon Sinek say, if your reaction to an event is a 5 out of 10 or higher, it's probably not about the event itself. And it's so true. Let's say you snap at your partner because they left the toothpaste out. Is it really about the toothpaste? Or is it about feeling ignored, disrespected, or like your needs aren't being taken seriously? The anger about the toothpaste is a symptom, but that deeper feeling, that's the root that requires attention and care. And when we start listening to these signals, not brushing them off, not judging them, not silencing them, they can guide us to what truly needs our care. But symptoms aren't always difficult or painful. Sometimes they're peaceful and enjoyable. And that feeling of deep calm after a walk in nature, the joy that bubbles up when we speak our truth, the light in our chest when we laugh with people who really gets us. These too are symptoms. They're signals that something is working, that some part of us feels connected, aligned, fulfilled, and nourished. And just like with discomfort, those good feelings also have roots. They might be pointing to a value we are honoring, a boundary we are respecting, a part of ourselves that we are reclaiming. So listen to those too. Ask yourself, what created this peace? What helped me feel this free? And how can I bring more of that into my life? Because listening to the good is just as important as tending to the hard. What we often forget is that the right response isn't fixing the surface level issue. It's asking, what am I really needing here? And what is this trying to show me? And maybe the answer will surprise you. Maybe it will break your heart a little in the best way, because truth is a powerful healer, even when it disrupts our short-term comfort. I came to realize that often the root is an inner child part of us, asking to be seen or held or protected. And that root gets projected onto the present moment. It's wild how much the past can blur our present. But here's the thing. This kind of self-honesty takes courage. It's not easy. It's vulnerable work, which is why it's so helpful to do it with someone we trust, whether that's a kind friend, a therapist, someone who creates a safe space for us to explore the roots beneath the symptoms. Because seeing the root means we have to step outside our usual lens, and that can be uncomfortable. For some of us, the hardest part is simply making space to listen, to quiet the noise, the distractions, the to-do lists, and get still for long enough to notice what's underneath. For others, the challenge is in accepting the truth we already sense. Sometimes we know what the root is, but it's scary to act on it, to admit it, and to let it change us. But when we do, when we truly let our body, mind, and soul speak, they'll often lead us exactly where we need to go. It's like a compass, and we can learn to trust their direction. Okay, as you know, we have a tradition on the podcast where each week we reflect or take action based on the episode's theme. And this week, when we notice a symptom, it could be some form of tension or irritation, but also some form of profound peace or happiness, whatever it is, pause for a moment and instead of judging it or trying to fix it, ask, what's the root? What is this trying to tell me? And write down your answer in your phone, in a journal, or just a voice note. Even just one word is enough. And if you're open to it, share it with me or in the comments. You never know who your honesty might help. If you liked this episode, feel free to subscribe, leave a comment, or share it with someone who might need it. There is a new episode every Monday on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and YouTube. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you. So thank you so much for tuning in. And remember that all you need is 8 minutes. Cheers.